Hello dears, what's up? I'm SohrabAghaee and this clip is related to Bitcoin chart analysis. If you haven't seen the previous analysis, I will show you some part of it. Please watch it with focus. Let me make a point at the beginning. Often a downtrend eventually turns into side trends. Then the uptrend begins. Friends, one of the areas that must be safely broken is this zone. Our goal was to see when the downtrend ended. If the price reached this zone, we can say that the sellers are leaving the game. And if $54K is broken, we can say that the downtrend is over. And we can talk about future targets. Friends, the recent downtrends has hurt many people. As we speak, there are people everywhere on the chart waiting for the price to rise and to say goodbye to the cryptocurrency world. So don't expect the price to jump like a rabbit and cross the previous levels in a few days. Our biggest challenge right now is getting rid of regrets. We will need to rest for a few days and then we can think about the uptrend. That $45,500 is a very important level, and breaking it means that the sellers are leaving the market. But what awaits us? Look at this session to the candles of the 20th and 21st of January. Sellers in this area are still in the market. They are only 10% at a loss, but they are very scared. It is their performance that can determine the future of the market. Friends, what were you doing instead of sellers? Soon the buying pressure will decrease as the positive news of Bitcoin diminishes. They have three choices. The first is to surrender. That means closing their sell positions and letting Bitcoin easily rise to $70K in 2 or 3 weeks. I don't think they are that generous. The second is retreat. That is, let the $45,500 resistance be broken, but enter at $50K with full force. I don't consider this possible either, because two things will happen when the current resistance is broken. Hopes for $50K break will increase, and future positive news will increase buyers' confidence. And if that happens, they will not be able to leave the market safely. What is the next choice? Divide the power into several resistances and create a side trend. I think this is a priority for the sellers program. It is only in a side trend that they can get out of the game with the least loss. If Bitcoin wants to cross the $54K zone, it will certainly face several challenges, and sellers will try to use these challenges to reduce their losses. And this is the psychological reason for creating the side trend. And I think that is the logical thing to do. Probably we will have a side trend in coming days. Some of you text me and said you were worried about the market trend. If you look at the previous analysis, I warned you about this, and I said that the sellers who traded on the 20th and 21st of January are still in the market, and only if the price crosses $45,500, some of them will leave the market. And I also told you that sellers are at a 10% loss and will try to open a second selling position, and this will reduce the price. But one thing, friends, I didn't want to scare you. I just wanted to say that we may face a side trend. This side trend may fluctuate down to $77K until $78K. But why are sellers opening the second position here? Friends, their work is quite wise. If calm return to the market, they have already been able to lower the price. And in this situation, they can close the first position without losses and close the second position with a profit. And if there is a bearish market, they will have two profitable positions. But what will be the future of the market? Everything depends on this area. Loss of this support can encourage sellers to stay in the market, and the formation of bearish candles under this support can also scare buyers and force them to leave the market. And this is not good for us at all. There is currently a balance between power of both buyers and sellers, and in current week, it will be determined which group is more deserving of victory. What I didn't want to happen was the failure of this support, and one thing I didn't like at all was the formation of a high volume bearish candle. Apparently, it is a big failure, but in fact, it doesn't have a huge volume. If we look at the previous days, we see that these failures, which were more powerful, were met with strong support from buyers. Do you expect these failures, which are much smaller in volume than previous failures, to be successful? It is unlikely. This time, if the price goes up, I think uptrends can more easily offset these failures, and this will increase the courage of buyers. In these cases, it is enough to break the high of one of the daily bearish candles and have a daily close up on the high of them. If this happens, the failure of this minor pivot, since the trading volume is small, and since the chart is approaching the price where cautious sellers are waiting to close their positions, and since the price is close to where potential buyers are present, i.e. those who have missed the previous climb, in these cases, if the failure of this minor pivot, we can expect the price to return from this area and reduce the selling pressure. So the coming days and the high of these bearish candles are very important to us. We are monitoring the markets with you, and if there is a opportunity, I will tell you at the next clips. Thank you for watching this clip. If you want to have a basic view to movement of the Bitcoin's chart, please watching previous clips exactly. Have a nice day. Goodbye.